Greetings from our channel again.
After winning an Oscar and becoming a bright star in Hollywood, Kim now lives in enigmatic silence and her life's mysteries are still unsolved. Because of her intense role in L.A., Basinger dominated the silver screen throughout the 1980s and 1990s. She became an indispensable representation of Hollywood in 9.5 weeks, from The Daring Sequences to Confidential. Behind the limelight, however, is a different story, one of severe collapse, insolvency, legal troubles, and a failed marriage to Alec Baldwin. Like a riddle, Basinger discreetly left the stage in the height of his stardom. Kim Basinger, who is now in her 70s, lives a quiet life away from the attention she used to receive.
What actually became of the once Hollywood powerhouse? Has she opted for a calm, secluded life, or does she still daydream about her heyday?
If you still remember Kim Basinger, click subscribe and watch the entire film as we reveal the little-known details of her life, from her heyday to her shadowy side. Early life. Born in Athens, Georgia, on a wintry day in December 1953, Kim Basinger most likely never dreamed that her life would become a gripping tale entwined with both success and adversity. Kim, the third of 5 siblings, was raised surrounded by jazz music and glamorous Hollywood stories from her mother, an actress and model. Her father, a veteran of D-Day, transformed their house into a space where wartime memories and music coexisted. Few were aware that young Kim was struggling with acute shyness, an invisible anxiety that could ruin any aspirant star's destiny. Kim shuddered at the idea of speaking in front of an audience from an early age. She was so overcome with insecurity that she would swoon at the thought of having to speak in front of the class. Many people thought Kim would never dare to stand in front of an audience because of her timidity, which almost engulfed her early years. Not to mention get famous. However, fate has its ways. Kim discovered that ballet allowed her body to speak for her without the need for words.
By the time she was 17, local beauty pageant organizers had taken notice of Kim's inherent attractiveness.
She first changed from a shy youngster to a more self-assured young woman entering the spotlight when she won the Athens Junior Miss competition. However, that was just the start. One of the biggest modeling agencies in the world, Ford Modeling Agency, unexpectedly knocked on Kim's door. The invitation to change her life and enter the glitzy world of fashion from New York was alluring. However, why did she hesitate? Was there something she wasn't prepared to confront that lurked beneath the glistening lights of fame? Kim made the decision to give the University of Georgia a shot, where she continued to pursue her love of singing and acting. However, the outside world continued to shout her name and pressure her to make a decision. After giving it some thought, she decided to drop out of school, leave the security of her small-town existence, and travel to New York. The start of an exciting adventure with many unforeseen detours. Kim Basinger entered a whole new world when she got to New York, where the runways were illuminated by flashing cameras and glitzy attire. She swiftly rose to prominence as one of the most sought-after models of the 1970s, appearing on the covers of high-profile publications and promoting well-known companies like Breck and Revlon. However, Kim experienced the intense pressure of constantly maintaining a flawless appearance, whereas others would have been enthralled by the fame and glamour. Although she appeared to be a successful and attractive lady, she was still insecure on the inside, and modeling was merely a passing stage in her career.
Then something happened that altered everything.
Kim came to the realization that the fashion industry was not able to satisfy her while she was standing in front of the camera and the lenses of photographers.
Changing into personas and making the viewers feel something.
She made the audacious choice to enroll in the William Esper Studio in New York to study acting, particularly during a period when models were not typically given much weight in the motion picture business. By the late 1970s, Kim made the decision to give up her successful modeling job in order to focus on her acting ambitions. It was a bold yet dangerous act. Many people thought she had thrown everything away and that it was an irreparable error for her to go from being a well-known model to an unknown actress. Kim, however, disproved their claims. She immediately attracted the attention of filmmakers with her captivating beauty and recently discovered ability, landing modest television appearances in hit series like Charlie's Angels and Macmillan and Wife. Her audacious acceptance of an opportunity to pose for Playboy magazine in 1981 marked the true turning point. Many people thought it was a bold, even irresponsible, choice, but Kim realized she needed a strong push to go beyond the boundaries Hollywood had set for her. She was also correct. In addition to creating media buzz, her Playboy spread led to a job that would define her career.
Domino Patassi, the Bond girl from Never Say Never Again.
In addition to solidifying Kim's reputation as a sex icon, her role in this movie with the renowned Sean Connery demonstrated her acting prowess and unquestionable charisma.
At this point, Basinger could no longer be ignored by Hollywood. She won over viewers' hearts and attracted the attention of the whole film industry with her captivating beauty and exquisite acting abilities.
Kim Basinger went from being a model who had only appeared in glossy magazine pages to becoming one of Hollywood's biggest stars in an instant. However, nobody realized that even as she was getting up, she still had more difficult tasks ahead of her. Along with challenging duties, she would also have to make life-altering decisions.
The shy Georgia girl had now achieved international renown, but could prosperity and celebrity actually provide her with the tranquility she so desperately sought? A prosperous career with noteworthy accomplishments.
Kim Basinger formally joined the ranks of A-list celebrities in 1983 when she went through the opulent doors of Hollywood in her role as Bond girl Domino Patacci. Although the movie's success catapulted Basinger's career to new heights, it was only the first of many significant accomplishments she would make. Shortly after, Kim's performance in the 1984, for which she was nominated for a Golden Globe, further impressed viewers and reviewers. She portrayed Roy Hobbs, Robert Redford, love interest, Memo Paris, in the movie. Kim demonstrated that she was not only a beauty icon but also an actress with extraordinary emotional depth with a sensual yet intensely emotional performance. Hollywood started to realize the former fashion model's genuine skill after her performance in The Natural gave her a lot of fresh acting opportunities. The height of Kim Basinger's career, meanwhile, did not end there. Her appearance in the contentious 1986 movie 9.5 Weeks demonstrated her audacious and varied acting skills. Basinger co-starred with Mickey Rourke as Elizabeth, a woman enticed into a complicated yet passionate relationship. The picture was favorably received in Europe, where its bold cinematic style was greatly admired, but it got mixed reviews, particularly in the United States. Her performance in 9.5 Weeks cemented her reputation as an actress who isn't scared to take on difficult and contentious roles, something that not all celebrities are prepared to undertake. Kim Basinger made a big impression in 1989 when she co-starred with Michael Keaton as Batman and Jack Nicholson as the Joker in Tim Burton's blockbuster film as photographer Vicky Vale.
In addition to being a huge movie office hit, Batman rose to prominence as a cultural icon in the late 1980s.
With her incisive, sensual, and perceptive performance as Vicky Vale, Kim Basinger made a lasting impression, and the movie went on to become one of her best-selling roles.
This was a significant turning point, confirming Kim Basinger's status as a movie star who cannot be replaced.
However, Basinger's portrayal of Lynn Bracken in L.A. was arguably the high point of her career.
Private, 1997.
The movie, which is a contemporary noir, shows a sinister and intricate Los Angeles that is full of secrets and lies. High-end escort Lynn, who resembles Kim from the movie industry, gave a powerful performance that was full of depth and emotion. In addition to winning her praise from critics, this performance won her the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress.
This was the apex of her acting career and a huge accomplishment.
With a variety of parts ranging from action to drama to highly psychological characters, Kim Basinger went from being a model to one of the most sought-after actors. Movies like Cellular, 2004, The Door in the Floor, 2004, and 8 Mile, 2002 showed how diverse and nuanced her role selection was. Notably, she gave an outstanding performance in 8 Mile as the mother of the main character, played by Eminem, which was very different from her prior roles. But Kim Basinger's triumphant career was not solely determined by accolades and assignments. She also became a representation of bravery and tenacity, prepared to take on challenging tasks and make difficult decisions in the famously cruel entertainment business. However, in the middle of these peaks, personal storms and choices brought about unanticipated turns that ushered in a brand new, dramatic chapter in her life that nobody could have foreseen. Difficulties in the workplace and in court cases. No one could have foreseen the string of difficult tasks that would confront Kim Basinger, who was enjoying fame and accolades at the height of her career. Following years of basking in the Hollywood limelight, Basinger started to encounter unanticipated challenges that led her career on a tumultuous journey, culminating in a protracted court struggle and significant financial repercussions. The litigation in the early 1990s over the movie Fighting Helena was one of the most prominent incidents. This signaled a somber shift in Basinger's professional trajectory. The plot of the controversial movie Boxing Helena revolved around a doctor who was enamored with a woman, amputating her limbs and holding her captive. The picture, which was directed by Jennifer Lynch, the daughter of renowned director David Lynch, was expected to be daring and distinctive but also quite dangerous. Kim Basinger first consented to work on the project, but she soon started to voice her disapproval of the screenplay and the movie's subject matter. Kim made the last-minute choice to leave the movie moments before it was scheduled to start, which would eventually turn into a legal nightmare. The production company, Mainline Pictures, sued Basinger for breach of contract after refusing to accept her abrupt resignation. In addition to garnering media attention, the lawsuit caused a serious financial issue for her career. Following the court's decision, Basinger was mandated to reimburse Mainline Pictures up to $8.1 million, which was an enormous figure even for a Hollywood star at the time. Kim Basinger was forced to file for bankruptcy in 1993 due to her massive debt, a decision that stunned the entertainment industry. The Boxing Helena lawsuit was just one of many difficulties Kim had to deal with. The woman who had once been at the height of her career, with everything within her grasp, now faced the possibility of losing everything because of a personal choice. At about the same time, she was involved in another legal battle over the $20 million purchase of Brazelton, Georgia. With the goal of hosting significant events like film festivals, she and a group of investors had intended to transform the town into a hub for culture and tourism. The town was subsequently sold for a significantly lesser price, nevertheless, because the initiative did not produce the anticipated outcomes. Basinger's financial troubles were made worse by the losses incurred from this endeavor. In addition to having an impact on Kim Basinger's financial situation, the legal dispute severely damaged her reputation and career. Long-running legal battles and unfavorable press coverage changed her reputation from that of a top-tier actress to one of someone with financial and legal issues. The losses were more than simply monetary, they also damaged her reputation as a hazardous figure in Hollywood and undermined the trust of movie producers. In this situation, Kim Basinger had to deal with the deterioration of her business and public image in addition to the financial crisis. Her career started to decline as film deals got more difficult to come by. Nevertheless, Kim Basinger resisted giving in spite of all the difficulties. Like the most dramatic Hollywood movies, her life was full of unexpected turns, and she kept finding ways to get back up when everything had fallen apart. Personal life. Kim Basinger's personal life was just as complicated and dramatic as her career, which was full of ups and downs. Basinger was a lady who faced many difficulties in her relationships and family life, many of which were the subject of international media attention, despite her on-screen persona as a glamorous and powerful actress. Kim married Ron Snyder, a makeup artist she met on the Hard Country set, for the first time. In 1980, they got married, but their marriage was short-lived due to issues with Basinger's mental health and growing notoriety. Their marriage ended discreetly but cruelly in 1989 because Kim had to deal with agoraphobia, a fear of crowds, and spend months by herself at home. Ron Snyder authored a book called Longer Than Forever on this marriage, which lasted over 10 years. Nonetheless, Kim's second marriage to actor Alec Baldwin, whom she first met in 1990 while co-starring in The Marrying Man, stands out as one of the most significant periods in her personal life. Their relationship initially seemed like a romantic fairy tale that had jumped off the screen and into reality. Alec and Kim swiftly rose to prominence as one of Hollywood's power couples, captivating viewers both on and off screen and garnering a lot of media coverage. With the approval of many, they were married in 1993, and Ireland Baldwin, their only daughter, was born shortly after in 1995. But beneath the surface of an idyllic, contented family, rifts started to appear. The couple decided to split up in 2000 as their disagreements became intractable by the late 1990s. Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger's divorce swiftly rose to prominence as one of Hollywood's most infamous and acrimonious. Along with the dissolution of their personal relationship, there was a protracted and intricate legal struggle over custody of their daughter. Basinger and Baldwin publicly sparred over the custody dispute, which became a hot topic in the media. When a voicemail containing Baldwin's stern reprimand of his daughter surfaced in 2007, it was the culmination. In addition to shocking the public, this incident seriously strained Baldwin's ties with Ireland and cemented Kim's reputation as a fierce guardian of her daughter. Kim Basinger was under tremendous financial and emotional strain. Her pre-existing financial issues following the Boxing Helena case were made worse by the protracted legal struggle, which cost her millions of dollars in court and lawyer expenses. Kim, who had previously filed for bankruptcy, was now dealing with yet another financial difficulty, but this one had a connection to her personal life. Kim Basinger also has mental health problems. She struggled with agoraphobia and anxiety during her years of Hollywood celebrity, which prevented her from going to public interviews, red carpet events, or movie premieres. Kim previously revealed that she had been unable to leave her house for months at a time because she was too afraid to go out. Being caught between celebrity and panic episodes was an agonizing experience that exposed Kim's weakness despite her powerful public presence. Over time, Kim's relationship with her daughter, Ireland Baldwin, developed despite these personal obstacles. Kim has consistently demonstrated her unending love for her daughter and sought to give Ireland a calm existence following the strain of the divorce. Ireland Baldwin, who has become a model and actress after inheriting her mother's remarkable beauty, frequently compliments her mother on her fortitude and unwavering love. Kim Basinger decided to live a more subdued life after her marriage to Alec Baldwin ended. The well-known hairstylist Mitch Stone and she started dating in 2014. The two have coexisted peacefully, avoiding the limelight and concentrating on family life. After spending many years in the spotlight of Hollywood and dealing with personal turmoil, Kim Basinger's later years are now characterized by her quest for peace and equilibrium. Kim Basinger has experienced many challenges and upheavals in her personal life, while being a Hollywood beauty and talent legend. But despite everything, she is still a strong, devoted mother. And someone who never stops figuring out how to get beyond obstacles in life. Later, one's career and circumstances change. Kim Basinger's career reached a new phase when she entered the 2000s, and she was no longer the Hollywood celebrity she had been in earlier decades. Kim decided on a different course, one that was more tranquil but no less imaginative and audacious, following notable achievements and personal struggles. In the early 2000s, Kim Basinger made a comeback to the big screen in a range of varied roles. One of the most notable movies from this era was 8 Mile, 2002, in which she portrayed the mother of Eminem's character, Jimmy Smith Jr. In stark contrast to the gorgeous characters she had previously done, Kim played a mother in the movie who was trapped, poor, and mentally ill. Critics gave her performance high marks, highlighting Kim's versatility and depth as an actress even when she wasn't at the height of her abilities. Kim Basinger proceeded to play a range of parts after 8 Mile, from the dramatic action movies Cellular, 2004, and The Sentinel, 2006, to the introspective drama The Door in the Floor, 2004. Despite the lack of significant box office success for these films, Kim once again demonstrated her acting tenacity with nuanced and impactful roles. Kim Basinger's acting career, however, did not continue to be as brilliant as it once was. She decided to take on fewer positions and concentrate on specific projects during a major transformation in the tens of the 2000s. 50 Shades Darker, the 2017 follow-up to the 50 Shades series, was one of her last movie roles. She portrayed Elena Lincoln, an enigmatic adversary in this movie, with a scathing and slightly icy performance. Despite the lack of critical appreciation for the movie, Kim's performance was a standout, drawing attention to her innate charm and polished acting abilities. Although Kim Basinger made an appearance in her later years, she had not entirely abandoned Hollywood. She pursued new endeavors, such as voice acting and writing, rather than big parts. She was able to express emotions without really being on screen when she decided to pursue voice acting. She also talked about how she loves to write children's books because she sees it as a means of exploring and expressing her own feelings and ideas. Furthermore, supporting animal rights became a new interest for Kim Basinger. She developed into a fervent advocate for groups like Farm Sanctuary and PETA, utilizing her platform to defend farm animals and against the use of fur in clothing. Kim supported initiatives that asked businesses and communities to re-evaluate their food and fashion choices. Kim's later career years were about self-discovery, finding peace, and concentrating on her actual principles rather than vying for popularity or the top rank. A peaceful life was her choice. Away from the limelight of Hollywood and lived a quiet life with her partner, Mitch Stone. Kim's getaway from the hustle and bustle of the entertainment industry was facilitated by her frequent trips to Hawaii, where she discovered peace in the natural world. The tale of Kim Basinger's later career is one of change rather than decline. She deftly handled obstacles and trying times to strike a balance between her personal life and her career, between her desire for creativity and her need for tranquility. Even though Kim isn't the most famous person on film anymore, she has grown into a strong lady who continues to inspire others not just with her acting but also with her morals and community service. The flash and glamour of Hollywood may no longer be a part of Kim Basinger's life today, but she has left behind an invaluable legacy. She has established herself as a gifted and brave actress who isn't scared to take on the most difficult parts, as evidenced by her memorable roles in Batman, 9.5 Weeks, LA Confidential, and 8 Mile. Kim is now more than simply a representation of beauty, she is a living example of fortitude and the capacity to triumph over hardship. She has made incalculable contributions to the film industry in addition to her unwavering support of animal rights. Kim has utilized her celebrity to improve the community by supporting groups like Farm Sanctuary and PETA and taking part in campaigns against the use of fur in clothing. Alec Baldwin, Kim's daughter, has inherited much of her mother's strength and beauty, and Kim has always loved and protected her. Despite numerous obstacles, their bond has only gotten stronger. Kim has always supported her daughter, guiding her through the demands of celebrity and assisting her in pursuing her own goals. Kim Basinger ultimately decided to live a quiet life, removing herself from the bustle of the entertainment industry in order to rediscover herself. She is now in her 80s and, like Mitch Stone, has discovered joy in the small things, including her Hawaiian vacations. In addition to her remarkable cinematic career and numerous accolades, Kim Basinger's legacy is rooted in her ability to bounce back from life's setbacks. She has triumphed over everything to write the last chapter of her life, one that is full of love, happiness, and tranquility. That is the imprint that Kim Basinger will leave on the hearts of people who admire her as well as her audience. Let's honor Kim Basinger, a woman who has devoted her life to the arts and has become an indispensable Hollywood legend, by leaving our thoughts and observations in the comments section. Kim has made a lasting impression on her followers with her incredible career contributions and community service. Please share this video with people who adore Kim Basinger if my story has given you insightful and fascinating information. To ensure you don't miss any more tales about the classic Hollywood figures you adore, remember to subscribe to our channel.
I'll see you in the upcoming video.